Hi students, I hope you're having a good Monday. We're going to go ahead and get started. This week for math, we're going to be reviewing place value and understanding what place value is. Before we left school, we discussed place value because it's so important to understand it to be able to add and subtract. So let's take a look at this anchor chart. Understanding place value. First, we have our chart. And we have the hundreds place, the tens place, and the ones place. Do you remember we would sing our place value song every afternoon before we started our math? We're going to go ahead and review it. Let's start first with the ones value. Ones are single digit numbers that can fit in a 10 base frame. This is a 10 frame. Why is this a 10 frame? Because there's 10 different sections and each single one of them leads up to the number 10. So here we see 3 ones. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move on to the tens value. And here we see 2 tens. What does 2 tens mean? That both base 10 must be filled up. This is 2 tens equals what? 20. And 3 ones is the number 3. So here we see what number? 23. Let's go ahead and break down what this means. First, we see what's called expanded form, whereas we break it down in addition to get to the whole number. So we know 2 tens equals 20, and we know 3 ones equals 3. So we know 20 plus 3 is what? 20 in my head, 21, 22, 23, 3. And that's the standard form when we write it in a solid whole number, 23. Now, we want to also break it down in word form. It's important to understand that these words are important because we need to be able to read and write in English come second grade. So first, we're going to look at the word form, and the word form is 23. Okay? So this is an anchor chart that we've discussed in class before. We've gone over tens and ones. This is the tens section. This is the ones section. To break it down, we can use expand form. 20 plus 3 equals 23. And that's standard form. And we can also break it down in words. 23. Go ahead and practice this in your journal. If you want to copy this in your journal, go ahead and feel free to do so you can go back to it when you work on your problems later this week. Okay, let's go ahead and review this in Spanish so we can go ahead and keep practicing. Feliz lunes, estudiantes. Vamos a practicar y hablar sobre el valor posicional esta semana para matemáticas. Me gustaría usar este chart con ustedes para que puedan practicar sus problemas durante la semana. Recuérdense que nosotros vamos a aprender cómo escribir números en diferentes maneras. Primero, vamos a practicar número en palabras. El número que está aquí en la forma estándar es 149. Sabemos que ese 149 forma el número 149. Ahora vamos a practicar el valor posicional en la forma de desarrollo. 100 más 40 más 9 forma el número 149. Y vamos a regresar a la forma estándar. Pero nosotros sabemos cómo usar modelos. Recuerden que cuando estamos en la escuela usábamos estos cubos. ¿Cubos de qué? Cubos de 10. Aquí podemos ver que este chart aquí significa 100. 100, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pero sabemos que esto no es solamente 1. Estos son 10 cubos que hacen 1. Es 10, 20, 30, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 y 9. Este modelo forma 149. También podemos usarlo en unidades. Cientos, decenas y unidades. Una cienta, 4 decenas, 9 unidades forma el número estándar 149. Si te gustaría practicar esto, dibuja este charte en tu cuaderno y puedes practicar en casa para hacer los problemas. Si tienen cualquier duda, padres o estudiantes, por favor, mándenme un mensaje por Schoology o a mi celular personal o vía el app WhatsApp. Feliz semana, estudiantes.